Hi besties, it's your girl Mavi back with another video. We're diving into some seriously juicy stuff today. Buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get wild. First up, octopuses can taste with their arms. Like what? Venus spins in the opposite direction of almost every other planet in our solar system. Rebellious queen. Wombats poop in cubes. Apparently, it stops the poop from rolling away. Who knew? Sharks have been around way longer than trees. Talk about ancient history. Pineapples take 2 whole years from planting to harvest. Patience is a virtue, people. There's a lake in Tanzania that turns animals to stone. Spooky stuff. Earth's magnetic field flips every 200,000 to 300,000 years. Talk about a dramatic makeover. Plants can hear vibrations, like when you're munching on their leaves. They can even react to it. Don't worry, they won't scream. Some types of fungi glow in the dark. It's called bioluminescence, and it's basically Mother Nature's way of throwing a rave. A day on Earth used to be just 18 hours long billions of years ago. Thank goodness for those extra 6 hours. Your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. Talk about a bright idea. You're constantly shedding skin cells, like thousands of them every single minute. Ew. Our stomachs regenerate their lining every few days to avoid digesting themselves. That's some serious superpower stuff. We're all secretly glowing. The light our bodies emit is way too faint for our human eyes to see. Still, it's kind of cool to think about, right? You're actually a tiny bit taller in the morning than you are at night. It's all because of the compression in your spine throughout the day. The average person walks the equivalent of 3 times around the entire Earth in their lifetime. That's a whole lot of steps. Our brains can't actually feel pain themselves. That's why brain surgeries can be performed while the patient is awake. Every 7 years, most of the cells in your body are replaced with new ones. It's like getting a whole body upgrade. The tongue is the strongest muscle in your body relative to its size. Time to give your tongue a high five. Laughing 100 times is like jogging for 10 minutes. So go ahead, laugh your way to a healthier you. During the summer, the heat can make the Eiffel Tower expand by up to 6 inches. That's one tall order. The Great Fire of London in 1666 might have been devastating, but it also wiped out all the rats carrying the plague, which helped end the epidemic. In ancient Egypt, servants were sometimes slathered in honey to keep flies away from the pharaoh. That's one way to keep the pests at bay. King Tut was buried with a dagger made from a meteorite. Talk about out of this world. Roman concrete structures are still standing strong today because the material gets stronger when exposed to seawater. Now that's impressive! The Aztecs used cocoa beans as currency. Can you imagine paying for your groceries with chocolate? Abraham Lincoln wasn't just a great president, he was also a wrestling champ. Who knew Honest Abe was so tough? The Leaning Tower of Pisa took almost 200 years to build. Talk about a long-term project! The Anglo-Zanzibar War of 1896 holds the record for the shortest war in history, lasting a grand total of 38 to 45 minutes. Victorians used to send postcards with images of death and skeletons as jokes. Talk about dark humor. While often associated with bad luck in ancient Rome, 666 was considered a lucky number. The Voynich manuscript is a real-life mystery, written in a language no one has ever been able to decipher. The Dyatlov Pass incident is one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries of our time. 9 hikers died under mysterious circumstances. Certain species of spiders actually eat their mates after, getting busy. Talk about a bad breakup. In the Middle Ages, people thought the northern lights were spirits of the dead dancing in the sky. While we know it's just science, it's still a pretty magical sight to see. Vampires might not be real, but the condition that inspired them might be. Porphyria, a blood disorder, causes extreme sensitivity to sunlight. Ever wonder why some graveyards have bells installed? Back in the day, it was to prevent live burials. The Titanic was said to be carrying a cursed Egyptian mummy that brought bad luck. Whether it's true or not, it definitely adds to the tragedy of the whole story. Deep underground in Mexico, there's a cave filled with giant crystals that look like something out of Superman's Fortress of Solitude. This one's a little morbid, but apparently a human head can remain conscious for a few seconds after being decapitated. Yikes! The moon is slowly but surely drifting away from Earth at a rate of about 3.8 centimeters per year. Neutron stars are tiny but mighty. They're so dense that a sugar cube-sized amount would weigh 1 billion tons on Earth. A single day on Mercury lasts 176 Earth days. Can you imagine having to wait that long for the sun to set? There's a giant gas cloud out there that smells like rum and tastes like raspberries. Space is one delicious place. If you could fold a piece of paper 42 times, it would reach all the way to the moon. That's some serious folding skills. The sun is constantly losing weight. Every second, it loses about 4 million tons of mass. Talk about a serious diet plan. There's a planet out there made entirely of diamond. It's called 55 Cancri, and it's worth more than you can imagine. A single teaspoon of a neutron star would weigh about 6 billion tons. That's heavier than Mount Everest. Black holes emit sound waves, but they're far too low for us to hear. What do you think they're singing about? Saturn's got a massive hexagon-shaped storm raging on its north pole. Talk about a wild weather forecast! Oh my god, you guys, can you believe all that? Our world is wild! Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And as always, stay curious, stay fabulous, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!